Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Happy
Thursday.
Thursday. Happy spooky season. Do you feel kind of scared right now?
I do feel a little scared. I don't know. You ever just get randomly scared?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Between you and I, who do you think gets more scared easily?
You didn't even finish the sentence. You.
You think me?
I think you have this beautiful thing about you.
Great, big, beautiful mind. Thank you.
This great, big, beautiful thing about you that you get easily paranoid. And I love you. But I think that's a good quality to have because if the world ever ends, you're ready. You're ready.
I have a rebuttal. I disagree.
Okay. You're the one. Okay, go ahead.
I just want to fight.
I'll let it go.
I just want to fight a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like sometimes I don't react. I think that's kind of like my issue sometimes.
No, but the thing is, you don't react, but you think.
No, I don't.
You use your
I literally. Do you remember that time that I drove? I don't know if we lived together or if I went to go pick you up, and then we drove hours, and a big ass rock hit my car.
Yes, and I literally almost died. Felt my body completely, like soul came out, and then I breathed it back in.
I think about that a lot because I'm like, that's literally me because I did not react.
You did not.
I said nothing, and you were like, "Are you?"
I literally thought I was gonna die, and you're over here. We're listening to music.
I was like, anyway, let me bump this up. I don't know, but I think I'm weird. I think it honestly just depends on what it is. Am I alone? And the day of the week, I guess.
Queen, are you ready to have like a little therapy session? I think a little for me and a little for you.
Oh my God, yes, I love therapy sessions.
I think what scares me, go watch our Thursday episodes because I feel like we're gonna continue conversations
from the previous one.
From the previous ones. Mm-hmm. So I told you about a dream I had where
you were really scary.
You were looking at me in my dream. Mm-hmm. And I think the thing that scared me most was the fact that you weren't looking at me with any emotion, but you were just looking at me as if you were like observing. And I don't know how else to say it except that.
It's kind of weird when you say observing because it kind of feels like, oh, I have no emotional connection to you then.
Yes, that's what it felt like.
Was I like angelic though? Like
you looked really good. me with my aluminum baby.
Go watch last week's Thursday episode.
But I think to me, because we tell each other everything, I feel like there's nothing I haven't told you. I feel like we're pretty open with each other.
Yeah.
The idea of not knowing how you're feeling kind of scares me.
Do you
feel it? Oh no, it's fine.
No, wait, I kind of get you. Wait, hold on, because do you remember that dream? This is not you.
Oh my God, we're having a moment. We don't face the cameras, huh?
Don't worry about them. Look at me. Do you remember when I had a nightmare / dream where we were at my parents' house and we were in the kitchen?
Okay.
And I don't remember the context anymore. I don't know if you will.
It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. And you were in the kitchen with me. And I remember the vibes were good at first, but then you were really, really like serious for a minute there. And I was like, what's wrong? And you were like, I just didn't like this. Or I don't know what it was, but you said something to me.
Yeah.
But I remember when I sent you a voice note about the dream, I told you everything about it. And then I was like laughing because it was kind of like you were mad at me, but it kind of felt like you weren't like judging me for it, whatever it was. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember the context anymore.
Yeah. Why do you bring that up?
Because I don't want you to be mad at me.
Okay. I think you and I have gotten to a point. I hope so. Is there what? I think you and I have gotten to a point now that we're so much ingrained into each other's lives.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. No, yeah. I can't imagine just not telling you if something's bothering me. You know?
Yeah.
And we're also both Pisces. We're not as easily bothered.
Definitely not as adults.
Yeah, of course. But I feel like everyone goes through their teenage years. I don't really count that as much because we were just growing up. Now as adults, it just feels easier to just be like, hey, check in, you know? So that's why I think my dream bothered me a lot. Because I didn't. it's like I didn't know you. And it was weird. It was
that
weird.
Makes me sad.
It's okay.
I wonder why it was me.
I don't know.
Why not our other friend?
I don't know, dude. And the thing is, like, I don't dream often. Mm-hmm. And when I do, it kind of feels nonsensical. Like, there's really never any reason behind it. It doesn't feel like there is.
Yeah.
So when I do have dreams or sleep paralysis in which people are in it, it's like so weird to me.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I feel like my dreams are always like movies and I'm always stressed.
Dude,
I'm like
that's
always
crazy.
stressed.
The thing is, too, when you share your dreams, they're so vivid.
Yeah.
They're so vivid. And I don't feel like that's not as typical as you would think.
Really? Because I'll tell my husband and I'll literally wake up and tell him my entire dream because I don't want to forget
you're
it.
up.
I'm like, wake up. I got to tell you the new dream.
You're with your papers. It's already all written out. Okay. Act 1.
But he'll listen. And then as soon as I'm done, he's like, I don't remember anything about my dream last night.
Dang. That's crazy, dude. I remember you really wanted to start a book
About my dreams?
About your nightmares specifically.
Yeah, because I used to always have nightmares.
Oh, so scary.
I still kind of do, but not as often.
Okay, that's good, Queen.
But anyway, Cheli.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because we're about to talk about even more spooky experiences through the Reddit forum paranormal.
Okay.
Are you ready to continue?
I think I am.
Do you think that it'll fix your life, maybe?
I think so. I think it can.
Maybe.
I think it can.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Yajaira.
And I'm your host, Cheli.
So, Cheli.
Yes.
How are you feeling? I feel like you're not spooked. I feel like it takes a lot to spook you.
I don't agree. I think I am a little spooked. The thing is, like, y'all don't know, when the cameras are off, I have to walk back to my car alone. Disassociate. And then in pure darkness, because for some reason your street doesn't believe in light.
Nobody believes in lights.
No one believes in lights, but everyone believes in partying when we're filming, apparently.
Yeah.
But
don't jinx it.
when I have to walk back to my car, I'm very like, I don't want to see anyone. Like, if I see someone, I will freak out.
I think I had to, like, disassociate. Like, I'm just like, okay, don't think about anything for a minute there until I'm just, like, settled, you know?
Yep. I feel it.
All right.
So I get spooked. I'm very spooked right now.
This one that I'm going to read to you, I have a reason of why I want to bring it up, okay?
Okay, I'll hold a candle while you read, by the way.
Oh my gosh, yes, please do. Maybe you should put one right here.
Ooh. It's not a real candle.
Scary.
Someone's like, they're just putting fire on couches.
These girls are crazy. Like, they didn't see you turn it on.
I
know. Okay. So, this post was written by Recent News 9678. It's titled Light Turned On by Itself. And it says, I was at church yesterday, just as the gates were closing, when out of nowhere a lamp turned on by itself. Detail. My father had already turned off the lights back there. This isn't the first time this has happened. The other day, another lamp came on by itself. No one was in the back. Maybe it was angels guarding the church with a face like... that awkward face.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
The reason why I wanted to bring that up, I didn't read the whole thing. I just saw church. So there was this one time. My mom cleans buildings, offices, whatever. So there was a moment when she was cleaning a church. Dude, I swear to you, I think this church was haunted.
Hell no.
I'm not even joking. It was so dark when we would go. And there was this one time when I kind of just feel like, things would like flicker. And I was like, it's okay. It's nothing, honestly. If I ignore it, it'll go away.
Yeah.
But this one night, I was scared the whole night for some reason. I just kind of felt like a presence or something. But then the fire alarm went off. And fire alarms, they're very loud, very scary. And apparently after fire alarms go off, sometimes, I don't know where.
It contacts.
The phone started ringing, right?
Hell no.
And I was like staring at the phone like, if I answer it, is it going to be like 7 days? Like I was scared. I was like, there could be a well back there. I don't know. It was like in the middle of nowhere. So that whole night, I was just really scared.
That's so scary. Did you answer?
Yeah, I had to.
Was it like a worker? Like, hey,
it was an
alarms?
officer.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I don't remember if they stopped by or not because they were asking us for like a word, like a password or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was, and I was like,
I've had to do that before.
We don't know it. We're just cleaning here.
Is it please? Maybe
please.
You hear him twirling the phone line. Maybe. Please. I don't know. That's so scary.
But yeah, I think there's something up with churches. I'm just saying.
I've had a ghoulish experience
At church.
No, but with something turning on when it's not supposed to.
Oh, what was it?
So where I used to work, they added a building where my building was. Mm-hmm. So my building wasn't originally there, and so they added it onto the back of the original building. Mm-hmm. And apparently, because this town was so small, that used to actually be the hospital. So, a lot happens at hospitals.
Scary stuff happens at hospitals.
From what I heard from the townsfolk. So there was this one time I was working, and it was just me and a kid. He was working on something, and he was sitting in the back, and I was sitting way in front. Mm-hmm. And we were kind of just chatting, like from a distance. We were chatting because this was during social distancing.
Oh, God.
So, we both have our masks
Memories.
on. Yeah, so... I just remember seeing the back doors because you remember my space. It was huge.
Yeah, you got a lot of space.
I remember seeing the back door and I heard the printer go off. So it was on and then the door closed.
Mm-hmm. I remember this.
Oh, wait. Scratch that. I heard the printer go off and I heard the door open. It didn't close.
Oh,
and the only reason I bring that up and the only reason I remember it opened instead of closed because it was one of those doors that don't push open. You like physically have to you need to turn the handle for the little latch to go off and then you push it.
Oh, I hate that.
So for some reason it opened and it shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. And then the printer was going off at the same time.
And what printed?
And nothing. Oh. Nothing printed. Okay. So the printer went off and a paper came out blank. And that used to happen, but that was usually like when we were printing something and the job would get like, it didn't work out. Here's a blank page. And we're like, oh, that sucks. And then we would do it again and it would work.
That's so funny to me because it's like blank page. That shit is a threat. That's a threat. That's a
threat right there. I show it to the kid that's with me and he's like, that's a ghost. I've seen one before. But it was funny because like, hold this. The kid who was with me literally was working, heard the sound and he's like, he kept turning to look at me and I was like so overwhelmed. And mind you, I started working there during COVID. Mm-hmm. So this is like the first time this kid is like interacting with me in person.
Like that,
because he wasn't there for class. He was literally just there after school to finish homework. So that's why we were so distanced from each other.
Yeah.
And this was his first experience actually like meeting me. So,
you and the ghost.
I immediately started crying. I was like in tears, like, nope, we're not going to talk about that. And he's like, I heard it though. I heard it. Like the thing, what did it print? And then like we checked and stuff and it was nothing. And I told him that and he's like, that's bad. That's bad stuff. And I was just like, nope, not going to think about it.
And you're like, I don't think it's that bad.
I would never think of it though, because like that workplace, there was always noise. Like there was always like footsteps. Creaking. There was always like,
I'm sorry, footsteps.
Yeah.
Why do you think footsteps is like normal?
House settling. Those are my footsteps from yesterday. They're just catching up with me.
That's not normal.
Well, why am I going to overthink it? It's fine. It's fine.
I don't think I ever heard. I don't think I have heard footsteps.
I wouldn't hear it where I was down there. I would hear it for that 1 year that I was. Remember when I moved rooms?
Yeah.
I moved to the original building. When I was in there, I would never try to stay past 4 because that's when all the noises are happening. Hour. Oh, heck no. I would hate it. So I just never stayed. No, thank you.
Oh, God. That's so scary. I can't believe you worked at a place that was haunted.
I don't believe it was. I think it was just goofy vibes.
No, I think it was.
Don't say that to me.
I think it was haunted. I never told you. Maybe I shouldn't.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because I was so scared of where I lived. Dude, okay, no. Is it, okay, don't say anything, but was it about where I lived?
Yes.
Dude, it was so scary. Wasn't it so scary?
It was really scary. For me. For me, you know, I'm an empath. So,
and the thing is,
so I felt.
I was there alone all the time.
That's why I never told you anything.
Thank you. Yes, I would experience stuff in that home sometimes, but I wouldn't even think about it.
You mean you would just ignore it, or?
Mm-hmm. Because, like, why am I going to entertain it if it's going to scare me? You know what I mean? So I always, dude, because I had a bunch of Alexas.
Dude, why?
Music was bumping all the time.
Your neighbors were pissed.
I know, dude, but for real, I needed it. Because where I lived, there was no traffic. So it was quiet all the time.
A little too quiet.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time when we got really, really scared?
Yes,
dude.
Banana fish. Oh my God.
I was so scared. Like,
I was scared too.
I remember I wanted to say something.
But we looked at each other.
And I was like, I really want to say something, but it's just going to make us even more scared.
And the thing is, I need to look back at that video. If I find it, I'll clip it for you. But there was a point in the video where you can see us stare at each other and we both go like, don't say it. Okay, can I say it now?
I don't remember what it was.
I know what I was scared about.
I don't remember.
We were talking, spoiler alert, for banana fish. This is weird. Skip a minute, I guess.
It's so good.
I know, and weird that we talked about an anime on a book podcast. Our early times.
We're crazy.
Our
like
early days. Okay, we were talking specifically about the epilogue of Banana Fish, where one of the characters who early on says, I don't really care what happens to me. I'm probably going to get killed off anyway. And then that ends up happening to the character.
Oh, okay.
We talked about that while we were mildly drunk. And I remember I became so hyper aware of where we were sitting, right?
Me too.
And it became to the point where I was like imagining what was outside.
What was outside?
Okay, oh my God, we're the same person.
What?
We're the same person.
Dude, I swear to God, I was like feeling like, why do I feel
being
like
watched?
Yes!
Yes, right?
What if we were?
It's scary to think about. And I don't know if that's what you were talking about when you would stay at my place. Is that what you were talking about?
No, I always had nightmares.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Because, like, you know.
It was a scary area.
It was a scary area.
I think that moment, though, it was so weird because nothing was communicated between us.
I know.
But we still felt the same thing. Does that mean anything?
Wait, why did we both feel the exact same thing?
Because it's vivid. Like, why was it that specific moment where we felt it? And the thing is, like, that scene, to me, at first, felt so mundane.
Yeah, me too.
It was just like it happened. Exactly what he said.
Yeah, crazy.
You know?
Crazy.
But it just, as soon as I said it, it just felt weird.
It felt like a...
And it was specifically the backyard. That's what I was feeling it.
Me too, like behind us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's weird.
Now I'm scared.
Maybe somebody was there.
But how would we feel that? I know, because I know the neighbors would sometimes go out, but it didn't feel like that. It felt like something.
Someone didn't want to talk about banana fish.
This isn't us talking about paranormal. It's us trying to figure out if we were being watched. It's crazy, though.
Comment down below if you think we were
Wait, you need to tell me what your dreams were about, what your nightmares.
Okay, so they were all pretty much the same. Like, I remember that I would always... My dreams felt like they were real. Like, you would wake me up in the middle of the night because somebody was trying to break into your house, and I would hear the door rattling, right? So the dreams were always like someone's trying to break in, and sometimes I feel like most of the time I wouldn't see who it was, but sometimes somebody would break in, and then we were like trying to like run or escape or hide, or you know. So it was always like that same concept, basically.
You know, that never scared me. Like, that idea of someone breaking in never scared me in that town until my last year living there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For your dreams, though, would you ever feel like you knew who was trying to break in?
No, I never knew. It kind of just felt like a random person just stumbled upon this like quiet town.
You know
what I mean?
I don't know if you were there the day it happened, but there was this one time, because the town itself, it was tiny.
Yeah, it was tiny.
Like, it was really, really small. So everyone, when I say everyone knew each other. Everyone had each other's phone numbers. It was that type of town. I remember once I was getting home, and I don't know if I was with you or with my sister, but I remember receiving a text from my friend who lived across the street, and she was like, there's a car that's never been here that's parked by the preschool. And do you remember where the preschool was?
Yeah. Wait, I do remember that.
I wonder if that triggered it, because that was pretty early on, where I was like, oh, there's someone by the preschool, and they don't normally.
Yeah.
They're not normally here. And that car was specifically facing my place.
Yeah.
And its lights were on. Mm-hmm. So my friend said to lock all the windows.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And lock all the doors.
But that night, I remember I slept in your room. And at first, wouldn't I sleep in the living room?
Yeah.
I remember the first nightmare I had was in the living room.
That's so
I was in the living room. Yeah, but...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
I know, but I feel bad. I would have protected you. You know, as soon as someone came in, I'd be like, take me instead.
No, take my cat.
I know. Fight. Like, finally, what you were raised to
do. Especially a cat. Your cat
my
is not
30-pound cat and my, like, 1.5-pound cat. Oh, love them both, though.
Love them both for different reasons. Okay, so this was written by NarrowAd5806.
Okay.
It's titled A Compilation of My Time at a Very Haunted Elder Care Home.
Okay.
And I wanted to read this because I just feel like elder care home, hospital, anytime like someone's like close to knocking on heaven's door, I'm terrified.
Yeah, I feel you completely.
Okay. So it says, my first job was in the kitchen of an assisted living home that has been operating since 1896. It started as a home for elderly women and since had an addition built on for semi-assisted apartments. The main building. I was warned after starting about potential paranormal activity within the building and had disregarded it. Clearly, more frightened that I was expected to use an elevator from the 60s that would randomly break down with you in it, which I later learned was the wrong thing to be worried about. The first haunting I learned about, I did not directly experience. There was one room upstairs that no one liked going into. The resident was a very religious woman and would often call for a personal care constantly for help because the spirits she claimed to be in the room with her. She would say the devil was trying to kill her. Staff who have been in the room have claimed to hear growling and whispers over their walkie-talkie systems. Halfway through my time there, this resident was moved to a different room, and even those this one stayed empty. What?
Okay.
I guess that one just stayed empty.
Mm-hmm.
And we would often hear knocking, never found anyone inside. My first personal sighting is also on the top floor of the original building, though it has been determined to be a common and separate apparition from whatever lived in that room. The kitchen staff was expected to regularly stock mini fridges throughout the building with cold drinks. The top floor's halls were laid out in an H shape, and the fridge is directly between the two long halls. One day, a very solid-looking woman floated across the end of the hall. She was dressed in a white Victorian era gown, her hair pinned in an updo, but she had no feet. She floated about a foot from the ground before disappearing. Most of the staff have witnessed this particular apparition, and she is often referred to as the woman in white. I since had refused to stock this fridge alone. Then there are the shadow people. I alternated between the kitchen's opening shift, 5 a.m., and the closing shift that ended at 7 p.m. I would often be left alone in the kitchen and dining room. On multiple occasions, I would see dark masses move between tables and between hallways to the storage rooms. One night, I was alone mopping for closing and saw a large male-shaped dark mass walk across the kitchen and stand across the stoves from me. It stood there for 2 to 3 minutes, watching me as I watched it. It would occasionally move, ducking behind the stove before standing back up as if playing some messed up version of peekaboo. Having had a strong interest in the paranormal in my youth, I have heard from multiple sources that the shadow people often go to places of great sadness or other negative energy to prey on children and the elderly. There were multiple occasions over the year I worked there that my coworkers and I have seen them throughout the kitchen. Before leaving this job, there were 2 other one-off experiences in the main building centering around the death of 2 residents. The first was in the early morning. I had spotted a fully body apparition of her sitting in her assigned of her sitting in her assigned dining chair, her eyes completely black. I found out an hour later that she had moved to a hospital over the weekend and she had passed earlier that morning. The second was another resident had fallen in her shower and passed at the hospital later that night. For the next week, her shower call bell rang at the hour she had passed.
That's so sad.
That is so sad and so scary.
I think I would never work at a senior home.
No, you don't think so?
No, that is too close to the paranormal. Because you're right. It's like people who are very close to the end. And I think that, I don't know. I don't consider myself to believe in ghosts. But I also, I'm not opposed to the idea if it were to happen to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I try to reason it. But if it is what I see, then I'll just say it as it is. You know what I mean? And I think that
if you were to see something, do you think you would try to rationalize it or like try to tell yourself like, no, it was just a trick of the light or something?
Well, I mean, there was the time I didn't see anything, but there was a time that I felt my mom's hand.
Oh yeah.
And
holding
my hand after she had passed like 3 weeks beforehand. And I remember I was spiraling. And it wasn't until you, so empathetic, so caring queen. We were both having boba. And we were on the top of the second floor. And you just told me that like, if you put energy towards it, then you will continue to see things like that. And I do really believe that when people are at an extreme side of their emotions, that your mind will play tricks on you. Yeah. I do think that. So I think that what I felt, I did feel, but I don't think it was her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But who am I to say at the same time? But I do think that there has to be something with old people and already knowing what's going to happen next. You know what I mean?
Right. Did I ever tell you about my uncle?
Which one?
The one that recently passed away?
No, I don't think you did.
So, very creepy.
Okay.
But he was in a state of mind where he couldn't really talk much. Like he would talk, but he couldn't really talk much. And he also couldn't really like see. Like he was very, very weak in his final days.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad. I wasn't there.
Okay.
But I don't remember who told me. I think it might have been my mom.
Okay.
Who heard it from my cousin. They were there with him, trying to feed him, and he was crying. And he kept saying that he knows he's going to pass in 3 days.
Oh, that's so scary.
That they told him, that something told him 3 days, basically.
Yeah.
And I think it was the spirit of my grandfather that told him, or that he was seeing the spirit of my grandfather. And he was crying, and that just breaks my heart because like he didn't feel ready to go, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, so basically in 3 days he passed away.
That's so sad.
It is really sad.
It's sad and it's scary with the sense of like, when things like that happen, the people are so sure. You know what I mean? Because something similar happened to my mom. It wasn't that she said that, but everyone who was with her, because she was with all of her sisters, her brother, and my dad, and they were at Walmart, of all places. But when they were with her, she had also lost her speech, so she wasn't really talking. But she had a boogie board. I don't know if you know what those are, the ones that write and it erases.
Oh yeah,
really
you
quickly.
told me.
So she used to have one of those, and she started crying out of nowhere, and everyone was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And she had such beautiful handwriting, so like she just wrote the word melancholic, and I'm just like, that's
sad.
Yeah, but it kind of like, I don't know. It's just such a weird, like, I truly feel like when you're close to the end, you know something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you feel like, this is so sad, but
yeah,
I don't know what my uncle was saying, but I'm not going to tell the whole story, but like from another experience, I'll tell it another Thursday. Stay tuned. I had a chemistry teacher who was gone for most of the year because her mom was, I think she was like gonna pass away soon.
Yeah.
And she started to experience things. The mom started to say, like, people were in the room with her, like, who are all these people? Like, who are these people? Who's here? Like, why are they here? And she started to, like, say, like, you know, that she wasn't ready to go. Do you think that people who are so close to their death, do you think that what they're seeing is actually real?
I think it's real to them.
Yeah.
I truly, because I do think that you do see things, but I think you also experience things because your emotions are no longer stabilized as a typical person's is. So I think that your mind, in a state of trying to protect yourself, will pull every trick in order for you to survive.
Yeah.
And I feel like that counts as like, okay, here's every person you've ever met. Like, I hope that helps. Like, I think that that's where it comes from. And just like the heightened emotions aspect of it, I think that's the point where that person is like, this is it. Like, my body has expended everything that can possibly happen in order to help me, and there's no being helped. You know what I mean? This got real sad.
And I also feel like it's also a sense of comfort. It's like you're not alone.
And I think that's kind of a beautiful thing. Bodies are so amazing.
I know.
I think it's a beautiful thing that your mind would allow you to see people that you cared about. Mostly if you were losing your mind at the end. You know what I mean? So I think there's something beautiful in the sense of things that end, because you have to think about like the experiences throughout. And I mean, everyone eventually passes, but I feel like when you reach that point, I think it'll be nice to see like the people who have like paved your way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm sure you're probably going to be thinking about,
oh my gosh, SpongeBob? It's
literally, yours are going to be just all cartoons.
SpongeBob? Spider-Man?
Spider-Man basically raised me, so I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. Okay, so do you think we should do one more?
I think we should.
Ew! Sorry. Okay, this is written by Rohana D.
Can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rohana D, who says, I always feel like someone is following me and they sit on my back at night. I'm not sure how to put this in a neat way, so I'll just be straightforward. There's something that seems to follow me. During the day, I have this feeling of being watched, like there's a presence right behind me, and at night. I often wake up feeling pressure on my back as if someone is sitting there. It's not a dream. It's not a dream I can escape from. It's not aggressive, just weighty, strangely warm. Sometimes I find myself whispering to it, but it never responds. Occasionally, I could swear I feel a breath on my neck. Has anyone else experienced this? I'm open to hearing sleep paralysis stories, but this feels different. I'm looking for some similar experiences or explanations before I start to lose my sanity. That can't be real.
You don't think so?
Can't be real. Whispering sweet nothings to it? No.
Whispering sweet nothings. Did you ever have those moments where you feel like someone's calling your name?
Every single day of my life. But that's my life.
I mean,
but I feel like because of
when you're alone.
I think I'm just aware. Like, I think if I hear anything that sounds like the intonation of my name, I'll turn. You know what I mean? You hit 2 spoons the right way, I'll be like, what?
What was that?
So it's never really scared me because that's just like a common thing. I don't think I've ever heard it alone though.
Because I feel like when I was younger, I swear I would feel like my mom was calling my name.
That's scary.
But she wasn't, because I wasn't at the house. I was like,
yeah.
You know, like, you know, those like, that like grassy area near my house?
Yes.
Further down.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of, I don't know. I've never had an experience like that. Oh my gosh, confession time. The only time that someone's ever called my name and it wasn't my mom was when I was at the store and someone was like, Cheli, and it was like at the thrift store. You remember the thrift? The one, it was called La Segunda. And it was like right there. Yeah. You know, here, I'll tell you where it is. So it was right there. And I remember I was in the book section, me, a little kid, and someone else from across was like, Cheli. And I was like, what? Meet you at the front of the store. And I was like, okay. And I was holding my mom's hand. She's like, What are you doing? My spooky story when the ghost almost took me. I know.
Wait, you thought it was your mom?
Yeah, well, I didn't think it was anyone. I just responded.
And they kept responding to you?
Yeah, while I was holding my mom's hand.
That is really weird.
I'm just saying.
That sounds spooky.
I think someone was just looking for their kid named Cheli.
And you were the one answering.
I answered.
The other Cheli was like, why is she talking to my mom?
Oh my gosh. But there is a spooky, ghoulish story I do remember of someone walking by.
Oh God.
Not me. Shout out to my dear friend Miranda. I feel like she might watch this, which is so nice to know. Hey. You know what I mean? Hello. There was this one time, I wonder if she remembers this. She used to come to my house every morning when we were in middle school because we would walk to the bus together. That was just, we did it all of 7th and 8th grade. And I remember there was this one time where she came, and usually when she would come, we were both really sleepy. So we would like, hey, and then we would sit on the couch and watch TV for a bit, and then we would go. Mm-hmm. And this one morning she came and she was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my God. And I was like, what? And she sat down and she was like, so I was walking, and you know where halfway is? Because our houses were 4 houses apart. So like me, a house, her house. Mm-hmm. And our halfway was this little brick fence that our neighbors had. She told me that she was at the halfway point, and while she was walking towards my house, there was a lady who was walking past her, and she had a full like cup ramen completely like to the brim and was walking with it in a way where she was like trying to drink the water so it wouldn't fall over. And Miranda kind of looked at her and was just like, oh, and she was walking away, and then Miranda heard it fall. Like the cup fell. And so she turned around and no one was there.
Oh my God.
And that's so specific.
Why the ramen though?
Right? And also, why'd you overfill it? No, but that's so weird, right?
That lady is crazy.
Miranda, do you remember that? Like, I remember her telling me that, and I think I dismissed it. I was very like, oh, that's weird. And then I let it go. But now I think I thought about it when I was an adult. I need to text her. I thought about it when I was an adult.
It didn't hit now you it's like, until years later.
Right now. That's so weird.
I thought you were going to tell me about the time. I don't know if it was Miranda, but it was another friend. When they were walking and a man was walking by them and they mentioned something about twins. Do you remember that?
I think that was Miranda. Miranda, girl, you need I hope you pray tonight. I think it was Miranda because it was always when we would walk by that section. You know what I mean?
I could have. I have this like memory of.
What else do you remember? So I can tell her.
No, no. That same one where I have a memory of you saying that she was walking from a grocery store.
Was it?
Yeah, nearby.
Okay.
Going, And I just remember you telling me that this older man was muttering about hiding twins, or like the twins were hiding or in hiding. I don't know. It was very creepy.
That is really creepy. Miranda. Oh my God. I love her. I will ask her. Just like a gross feeling, you know?
Yeah, now I feel gross.
But what do you think the point of the ramen girl was?
Maybe Miranda really wanted ramen.
I know, it was the ghost of her ramen. That's what it was. It's the one you dropped yesterday.
Remember the one you didn't eat? I don't know. It is very specific. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It'll always be.
And why would she hear it drop? And what if she didn't turn around?
I thought you were going to say that it dropped, she turned around, and it was going to be like something else. Like something scary. Dropped.
I think it's scarier the fact that she left, because you've been down that street with me. There's nowhere you can hide.
Yeah.
Unless that lady ran behind the little wooden or the little stone fence. But that stone fence only goes up to your hip. So she would have to completely crouch down.
Yeah, and that's too fast.
And it wasn't a girl, it was a woman. So
very scary.
Very scary. 5 out of 5 scared.
I'm getting more and more spooked the more we talk. I know. So let's wrap this up.
After us saying we weren't going to get spooked at all. Oh my gosh. If you are listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, oh my gosh, hello?
Apple.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on. Thank you so much. If you can leave a rating of 5 stars and a review recommending us our next read, that would be amazing.
And if you are looking for an extra way to support us just a little bit more, we do have a Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/bookfix. But if you're not looking for something that's monthly, we do have Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to follow our social media or you want to follow our book clubs, because our book of the month is My Ex the Antichrist by Craig D. Louis. Mm-hmm. You can find all of that on our link tree, linktr.ee/thebookfix.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye. How scared are you? Where are you on the spookometer?
On the spookometer, I'm pretty far to the right. But I will say it always hits after we say goodbye and I have to walk to my car.
That is so funny because I feel like I just forget.
Where am I?
I'm only scared when you're right here next to me.
Oh my gosh. I think the fear also hits when we look at each other because I feel like I could feel it. I feel your fear, dude. I feel it. It becomes mine.
I take your fear, I put it into me, and now I'm double feared.
Oh my god. That's amazing. TM.